Hello again everyone and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and it seems like just days before a potential Stonking related alpha, Stonking is no longer fully in the game. Before we begin, I just want to say please make sure to like and subscribe down below. It really helps out the channel a lot. Only about half the people who watch these videos are actually subbed, so if you can, that would help out a ton. Also, make sure to use code RAIL on the Hypixel store for 5% off your order. It is the best way to support the channel. Without any further ado though, let's get started. I want to preface this video by stating this is not the first time that Stonking has been theoretically patched out of the game. Now there are multiple other occasions in which Watchdog was updated and Stonking was no longer in the game, but due to outcry these changes were reverted. This is the first time though that something like this has lasted over a couple hours, and it's why I want to make this video talking about the issue. Another very important thing to note in this case is that this is the first time that Stonking has been patched out, while it's also been promised as an actual feature in the game. The admins have stated that they do want to make Stonking a feature, and that alphas will likely begin this week, if not over the coming weeks. So I wouldn't be that shocked if something like this was related to the fact that Stonking is currently patched out. We don't have 100% confirmation on this is pure speculation, but I wouldn't be that shocked in the first place. And if it really was just that the admins wanted to test the game without Stonking very briefly before a Stonking alpha, they probably should have came out and said something about it. I don't really understand these sorts of changes that affect very significant parts of the community being made without some sort of community manager, someone to just say, hey, here's what we're doing. And if this is not an intentional thing, and if it's just a Watchdog update that's gone awry a little bit, why isn't there someone just saying, hey, this is a Watchdog update. It has gone awry. This is the standard problem that we have repeatedly with the Hypixel development team, where we don't get active communication. And I feel like it's just becoming more and more of an issue that has eroded the trust of the community over the last year or year and a half. I understand if you're on the side of, you don't want Stonking in the game. Sure, whatever. If you want Stonking in the game, same deal. I think all of us can agree that some amount of communication is needed on this topic. If you want my point of view, I think Stonking being in the game is a good thing. I think it being made a feature is even better. It expands the skill ceiling of dungeons, it allows players to get faster runs, which people really do enjoy, and it really opens up a lot of different options for the classes. Otherwise, pretty much every single class operates the same way. I really hope that they get the Stonking alpha right, regardless of what ends up happening with this currently. If they're able to get it right, if they keep it accessible to as many players as possible, if they keep the runs the same speeds, if not even faster, if they're able to make it so that players are able to do this in a more simplified, streamlined manner, I think we're going to be in a great place going into the rest of 2025, and maybe even bringing a lot of the server over to 1.21, which is the end goal of something like this. But if we don't get communication, if we don't get admin updates, if we don't get our feedback heard, we're going to be in a worse state. And I really do hope that in the near future we see something like a community manager position open up at Hypixel to where they're actually able to consistently communicate, because I think that's the biggest problem the game currently faces. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. This is yet another one of those situations that I do want to bring up. I know obviously sometimes I'm more positive, I'm more negative, whatever, kind of just going with whatever my mood is about the game, and right now I'm not too happy about the way this is currently being handled. At the end of the day though, my name's Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future fellas, I'll see you then.